Hi everyone, my name is Omolade Ogundimu and I'm a fiber artist based in Lagos, Nigeria, and I'm on commission by Eudaimonia Wellness. I'm going to take some time to talk you guys through a process I made for a commission piece for the team and also just mental health awareness for this month. So when it came to rug making, I think it found me as opposed to me finding it. I had been working as an interior designer for a couple of months and I had like a whole blank period after leaving work, and I stumbled on this video on TikTok surprisingly, and that led me to explore. So I started off making more of like custom pieces and mostly for sales. But as time grew on, I realized it was beyond me just making products. It was me being able to have an outlet to express myself. It was me being able to have this portal to a new world. And even when I couldn't make sales, I still wanted to tuft, I still wanted to make rugs. And so that just led me to become a full-time artist. So usually what my process is me having like an abstract visualization in my head. I have like a process or a picture in my head that I know I want to depict. I also have an emotion. So if there's an emotion I'm trying to depict, that would also inform the kind of visualization that's being brought to my head. I'm more focused on the viewers being able to know how I feel in that moment as opposed to depicting what they should see. I'm not really there to inform them on what it is that I'm saying on the subject. I just want them to know my mind state as at when I was making the work. The beautiful feeling that you get from being able to create something either with your hands or with your mind or with writing or any outlet, it goes beyond just me tufting. It's more of me being able to release, me being able to create, me being able to just put out there what has been bottled up inside. And especially someone who has struggled with anxiety over the years, I know that there's a lot of pent-up excitement which is misplaced. And so if you don't have anywhere to put it, it kind of just becomes this negative emotion in you. My first ever tapestry piece, right? This was like a 6-feet work. That was the first ever piece I made. It was called Seasons. And Seasons was a piece that had two garden seasons in it. So there was a blossoming field and then there was a wilting field that were kind of coinciding together. And I feel like because that was also my very first ever art piece, it was more of like a biography of what my life had been like. And it just reminded me that we are in a world where good things and bad things will be happening simultaneously. And you as an individual have to find a way to keep yourself grounded regardless of the seasons that you are in. And so for me, that was a very strong piece. I still have the piece. I'm so attached to the piece, I doubt I will sell the piece. And I try to listen to my body a lot. I know that there are a lot of people who are not really attentive to their body. And so running for me is such a big deal. I run almost every night, a couple of times a week, just to have that bit of like connection with nature, be out there in the open. I also am really extroverted. So for me, self-care would typically look like being able to grab drinks with a few friends, being able to listen to my system and reconnect with the outside world and get myself back into that happy, jiggy state of mind. Africans in general just not having the general knowledge on mental health. And so the general ignorance itself almost invalidated my struggles and emotions and my mental health setbacks. It also kind of took a long time for me to finally like do things like get into therapy and actually be like, okay, this is a real thing, this is a real issue. What has struck a chord is taking every opportunity I can to just educate people in the little way I can. I think I'm just very grateful to be in a time and an era where there are brands that are solely prioritizing wellness. Eudaimonia definitely came through at a time where people needed to have that constant reminder of what it means to be well, both in your mind, in your state, and in your physical well-being. And definitely so happy to be interacting with this brand.